Hi, this is Sherry. I'm coming at you from Canyon Lake, and I'm sitting on my neighbor's boat because I got dressed up. It's my birthday today. Thank you for all the messages I've been getting. And I'm wearing high-heeled shoes that, I don't know, I just thought, I guess I could have taken them off and gone out onto my canoe, but see, we're rocking. And I figured, I don't want to fuss with it. And this is kind of comfortable. I feel like I'm kind of like on vacation in my own backyard right now, and it's so beautiful. So you guys are gonna rock with me. And I can kind of hold my cards here without them going all over the place. And then when I'm talking, you guys get that as the background, which is pretty. So today we're gonna be talking about the crow totem. You know, the crow's been coming. Remember, I've told you it's been appearing a lot when I've been doing my readings, and it's been coming to me specifically like crazy, like flying right at my window. It's been making itself very, very obvious, the crow. And I know that the first message for crow is walk your walk, talk your talk. But there's other messages for crow as well. It talks about their magic and miracles. They're kind of along with their cousin, the raven. And it's talking to you about opportunities that are in your life at this time. And it's talking about you paying attention to what your dreams are and your inspirations and aspirations, because our focus and our intention on our dreams is what makes them manifest. So get clear in your mind with what it is that you're actually wanting, and get. Hi! Oh, there's Mrs. Duck. Did you see her land in the water? She has purple in her wings. God, it's beautiful. That's interesting to me. I know we're going off about the crow right now, but you look at the female duck, and she's kind of more drab looking, right, compared to the male. But when she spreads her wings, she's she's calling her boyfriend. She's got the most beautiful coloring. It's almost like it's special just for him, because it's all the purples and blues were in her wings when they came out. She's kind of hiding them. I like that. I like that idea, because I feel like that's what it's supposed to be for a couple. You know, it's supposed to be special for just them, right? It shouldn't be for everybody else. So anyway, crow. Crow is also saying you might be spreading yourself a little bit too thin, and so kind of pay attention to that. You know, maybe you're trying to do too many things. Crow is, again, talking about walk your walk, talk your talk. So if you have crow as your totem, you are a person who's very capable of getting a lot of things done. You're very focused, and you are someone who does walk your walk. You pay attention to that, and you talk your talk. So you're a person of integrity. So, woo. I can't think right now. It went out of my head when Mrs. Duck flew down there. I lost crow. So what we're going to be talking about today is, she's talking, is we're going to be working with our Oracle of the Shapeshifters, which is by Lucy Cavendish. We know she's one of my favorite authors. And this is kind of an intense reading. Which is no surprise, because it's my birthday, and it makes you think, and I'm the one who's, you know, pulling these messages forward. And it's also almost the full moon, the pink full moon, and the energy is getting very intense. So when I say, I mean, my moonstones are probably flashing. I can't see them in the sun right now. But generally, I'm an Aries and Pisces moon. I remember I told you guys before, and my energy gets really, so we're all of our energy is feeling, oh, he's there. She's been calling him, and he just showed up. Did you see Mr. Mallard? Oh, I love it. She was calling him, and he came. I love that. Nice message. Oh, watch this. So she takes off, and he follows her. Is she mad at him? She's like yattering. That was funny. Didn't take him long. Look at that. This is interesting to watch. So she's annoyed with him right now. But he's like, okay, babe, slow down. I just want to talk to you. Isn't that cute? Okay. Everybody's energy is like, you know, the full moon, of course, is the time when we want to get rid of everything we're no longer wishing to carry, right? It's a time to release. It's all about releasing. So it's good that stuff comes up right now. It's good that the energy is mixed up, so that we can, but by the time that comes along, we can get rid of it. We can let it go, all the stuff that we no longer wish to carry. So, okay, so the first message, I'm going to do it this way. This is the black cat. That's our first one. So you see this little one. She's holding on to her black cat, and there's a scarecrow, and look at the crows behind there. There we got again. And what's interesting is what it says is lost magic. Now remember I said that the crow, same as Raven, talks about magic, and it talks about atonement and rebalance. So what's going on here is they're saying that there's somebody in your life, if it's you or someone else, that's tried to be very hard and harsh. Basically, they've been trying to scare, this is the scarecrow, they've been trying to scare away their own sadness and their own loneliness and their own pain. And they've said something mean, possibly. They've behaved in a way that was unkind and maybe cruel words. And maybe it's a she, maybe it's a he. Spoken ugly things because they haven't owned the scars that are inside of them. And you know, when people are unhappy, you know, when they say mean things or angry things, it's because it's usually fear or sadness of themselves. So it's you got to look at that. It's usually not you, it's them, right? So what's going on is it's time to see that you can put this scarecrow up and try and scare people away, but karma's coming around. And we know that karma is not it's not a punishment and it's not a reward. It just simply is. You throw a rock in the pond, there's going to be a ripple, right? So they're saying that they're calling that the one there interesting. They're saying that the raven will land, and the raven brings magic. And right then the crow shows up. It's not interesting. There you are, flying. So the crow knows he's being spoken about. So basically it's saying the truth's going to come out. We've been getting this for a while. The truth's going to be coming out. Can't be denied because karma says that, you know, everything will be revealed. And we've been getting this for a while now. And what they're saying is this little girl holding on to her little cat, she's going to be cared for once again. And that little black familiar cat, her friend is going to return. They're saying the truth's going to come out and an apology is going to be said, right? So they're saying it's time for softer words. I'm going to sit this way, just in case. I kind of want you guys to watch and see, in case you see a fish jump out of the water, like the one that, I had a one that just jumped out of the water. It's probably about a foot long. It's pretty cool to see. So basically, someone's going to apologize for their actions, and what they're saying is, before that even happens, the karma's going to happen, right? And she's going to be loved again, and her cat's going to come back to her. And the one who was saying these rotten things, these mean things, they're going to basically have only the cold comfort of karma, unless they are able to look inside and soften themselves and recognize what they have done and realize that they're also worthy of being forgiven, right? Everybody has got the, everybody can be forgiven. Just because things have been said and done doesn't mean it's going to stay that way forever, right? So it's time to maybe, I'm getting blind, I'm going to go this way. My hair's going to blow everywhere, but oh well. So basically what they're saying is maybe you, if it's been you that said these things, something sad has basically happened, right? And you feel lonely, and you feel like the world is like a void and blank, and like harvest has come for everyone else and it's gone and it's not there for you, and it feels like you've been left with nothing. But you've got to realize that somehow you've had a part in this. It's the way it is. It's the law of attraction, you know? Even though you feel like you're sad and you feel like you've been unjustly treated, there's something that's been done. So somehow you got to look at the situation and you got to ask yourself, you know, they're talking about friendship. They're talking about kindness, and basically the laws of kindness and friendship have been broken. You've broken the law. Again, right there. You or someone else has broken this law. And these harsh words and this friendship has been broken, so it's a time to deal with this situation. It's a time to, like I said, speak kind words, admit to what's going on, acknowledge your part in it. Because of this loneliness, because of this grief, because of this self-pity that's kind of surrounding you, you got to take time to really understand, how did this happen? Where did I get to this place? Nobody's blaming anybody, but it's true. I did it myself this morning. I had dreams last night, and I was watching my dreams, and I've been doing this a lot lately, you know, inner work. I always look at the messages for myself first. There they come again, Mr. and Mrs. Duck. She's still yattering away, and he's still following her. So there's an example right there we're seeing right there. take it in as that is the person. So she's had her feelings hurt. She's upset. She's been treated badly, and she's talking to him, and he's, oh my gosh. So there's an issue here. Maybe that's the situation. Oh, I find that very interesting. She went with that one. There's someone else. So there was somebody in between of a relationship. I love how Spirit brings these messages. Did you see how willingly she went with that one? And how she was yattering? At first I was misunderstanding. I was thinking he was the one who had done something and he had to fix it. But she's like, no, stay away from me, stay away from me. He won't leave her alone. And she's saying, go away, go away. She was very vocal about it. I totally get that message because I've had that myself. And when that guy came back to her, she is right next to him, but the other one is still sitting right there. So there's boundaries that have been crossed. Boundaries that have been crossed. That's another thing. The message that I'm getting in this in our card here is that friendships have been broken. Maybe there's a situation like that. Maybe somebody has come in between a couple, because that's what we're being shown right now as we're watching that, and we're supposed to pay attention to what the totems are saying. So there's got to be, somebody's got to admit what they have done. The coot that's right there, that's right with the birds, the coot is the one that takes away all of the garbage. See, it went down, it goes down underneath the emotional waters and it eats the debris. That's what it does. So it's eating away all of the junk and the weeds and everything that's in the way before that you can move forward. So that's what's going on right here. The messages are amazing. I almost don't even need my cards. I could just sit here and do a reading watching these ducks. So now he's still staying there. So I'm wondering if these are friends or even family, because he's not leaving this couple. The couple is definitely together, but he's right there. So he doesn't want to be cut out of their lives. He's the one who needs to apologize and make amends, and they will forgive it. She's just dunked her head down under her emotional waters. I don't know if you can see that far away, but that's pretty amazing. That's the message I get from them, because when the animal totems come, that's what we need to do, is pay attention to what they're doing when we see them. So, but even though one has made the other upset, somebody had something to do with it. So everybody played a part. So we all have to recognize what was the part that we played. Maybe I've done something that led to this situation or allowed the situation to happen, and have we all learned from this? And at this time, what they're saying is, like I said, not about blaming. Watch them. It's not about blaming you or the other. It's just about getting it straight, understanding how the trouble happened. And that way, they're saying, you know, you're going to be given messages and opportunities to fix the friendships that are supposed to stay, and then to rid yourself of the ones that are not meant to be there anymore. Like literally walk away from the ones that are not meant to be in your life. Time to say sorry if that's what you're meant to do. And, you know, allow yourself to say what has been done and why you did it. And understand that, you know, kind words and sincere amends will create the friendships, recreate friendships that are meant to stay. And since that guy's sticking around, it looks as though there's going to be somebody that's going to be forgiven and stay within the fold. That's interesting, watching them play out in front of us. So what they're giving me, what's interesting, is intense jealousy, you know, unhealthy energy, right? So forgive yourself, speak the truth, make amends, and watch the magic come back into your life. That's what's going on, because there was definitely jealousy happening between this little trio. And there's a couple coots cleaning up all the garbage in the background, so that's interesting. I'll let you guys keep watching that while I get to our next card. Now this is interesting to me as well, because I can't get over, you know, I know that Spirit is totally with us, but I love how this plays out this way in front of us. That's just incredible. And he's pushing that other male out. He's like, get away. You know what? Fine. I understand what you did, but you know what? This is my girlfriend, and you need to back away, because this is not cool. That's amazing. Okay, the next message that we have is 2 kittens. And there's this girl, and she's holding on to 2 kittens. Now, this could be a guy, too. It doesn't have to be a girl. For all intents and purposes of this reading, it's showing me a girl. So what it's saying is that they're holding on to 2. He's holding on to 2, and you got to choose. So the number 27, 2, you're on the right path. No, I'm sorry, 2, everything happening as it's meant to happen. With divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. Remember those words. And 7, you are on the right path. You're always on the right path when you follow your heart. When you listen to what your heart is saying, you're on the right path. So what's going on in this scene is she's got these two beautiful cats, right? They offer her femininity, independence, satisfaction. You know, she feels like she wants to nurture and love them both. And she's saying, you know, how can I put one of them down? Look at her face. She's pretty upset. She's got to make a choice, though. You know, she can't. Basically, she's been going in two directions at the same time, and she can't do that. She must choose. So they're saying that you're going to have to make an important choice, and you're having trouble. You know, you're having trouble about making this decision, choosing. So you're kind of like torn between two lovers. I just heard that's a horrible, but maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's what's happening over here. And basically, Spirit's saying they're going to show you the differences between these two, because you're looking at them and you're seeing, I can see really good qualities in both, you know, and I can see flaws in both, but there's only one that's meant to be with you. And the one that you leave behind is going to be okay, right? You don't have to leave with feelings of guilt when you choose. There's going to be a solution to what may feel like an impossible situation. The one that you leave behind is not going to feel abandoned. They're going to be taken care of. The test right now is for you to choose. And that male keeps making that other one go away. You can't hold on to both of them and do what you need to do. So it's up to you to make this choice. And basically what you feel like what you will lose, you're going to lose your freedom if you don't. Whoa, sorry. My cards are blowing everywhere. I thought they would be safe here. So, the choice is pretty challenging. You know, it could be, now, it doesn't have to be relationships. For you, it could be 2 different jobs. It could be 2 different schools that you're going to. It could be just 2 of anything. 2 lifestyle paths. It could be 2 pets that you're trying to hold on to, and you just can't keep 2 of them. You got to make a choice. Could be 2 people that want to be in a relationship with you. 2 friends that want to spend time with you, but like say right here, something's going on here, right? Because this one's sticking around, and the male's saying, "Look, don't," but this one's not leaving. So it could be that there's 2 friends that are trying to hold on to you, and one's trying to spend more time with you, and you want to spend time with the other. And it's necessary for you to tune in right now. So Spirit says they're going to help you decide. So tune in and recognize that you need to do something, because you can't continue walking. It's like walking down two different paths. You can't. You're going to have to make a choice. It's straight up. You're going to have to make a choice. And you're the one that needs to make the decision. And if you don't, at this time, they're saying that there's going to be pain for everybody involved if you don't make a choice. And you're the one that needs to make the choice. You're the one that's going to be responsible for the pain. That was beautiful. I love that. You had to see that. At this time, there's no more compromising. You've been trying to compromise and walk 2 paths, and you can't do it. So listen to your heart, and you already know. We already know. I mean, if you flip a coin into the air to make a decision, you already know when it lands where you want it to be. So listen to your heart, tune into your heart, and recognize that you got to make this decision and let the other one go, and know that they're going to be okay. I'm trying to think of what that's going to be in my life, and I know it feels painful to do it, but I'm going to remember too, because I remembered thinking, you know, when my stepdad came back into my life, I thought, shoot, you know, he's all alone, and if I were to get together with my twin and leave, he'd be all alone and doesn't have anybody but me, and I thought, God, I can't leave, and it was a very heavy weight on my head, you know. And I knew that I would go with my twin, but it was hard for me to make that decision. And then my dad cut me out of his life anyway, so that decision was made for me. And I had the same thing happen with my daughter, but she's come back around, and I do recognize now know, though, for myself, like, here's my message, you know, if I'm being asked to leave, how it will feel. But I also recognize I trust Spirit 100%, and they're saying that this one's going to be fine. They're going to be taken care of. They're going to be loved. They're not going to be angry. Is another thing that I got from Spirit. They're not going to be angry. So allow yourself to do what you have to do for yourself. Also, I was just speaking to a friend on Facebook whose father is in the hospital, and I was saying, you know, it's a tough time. You know, when my mom was in the hospital, it was horrible, and yet we have to remember that we're all playing a part. Our lives are a movie. We all agreed to come down and play these certain parts, right? And these ones agreed to play a certain role in your part. Just like that duck. Now he's gone, and he's left this couple alone, right? But he came down to play a part. She came to play a part. We're all just playing a part in a movie. So it helps you in releasing anger and bitterness and feelings of revenge, which is stupid. You know, let it go. His part is over, and now it's time to move on. You make your choice, move on, and allow things to heal. And for the ones that may be losing somebody, oh, my cards are blowing, recognize that when they go back to spirit, they're good there, right? They're not angry, they're not sad, they're not hurting, they're in a really good place, right? So it helps deal with the pain, and even though while we're going through it, it is we all have emotions, they're real, and the suffering, you know, it is there for a time, but we all signed up for this, so we have to kind of look at it that way. God, everything's blowing away. No. Okay, I have to get up and go get that card, so I'm gonna walk with you. See, now, if I had been in the boat. If I had been on my canoe, it would have been in the water. So, where's your girlfriend? Oh, she's up there drying off. So, she's out of her emotional waters. And he's standing by. He's a little bit in his still. How beautiful they are. Okay. So, I'm going to go, if I turn this way, maybe I'll stop the stuff from blowing away. So, I wonder if that's what's next. I was going to go for the other message, but I guess because it blew away, this next message is the one that we're supposed to get. Okay. Hold on. Gosh, come back here. I keep blowing off my... Okay. Sorry. Okay, Dragonfly, Mermaid. Okay, I gotta tell you, I love that. I am the mermaid, and the Dragonfly... I should be in Dragonfly... Dreaming with Dragonflies Cove. You think of dragonflies and they mean pay attention to your dreams and hold on to your dreams. Your dreams are valid and they're real. So listen to the dreams that you get. Pay attention to what you get in them. They're showing you the truth. It's also telling you that you deserve to have your dreams fulfilled. So take action in order to help manifest them. It also means pay attention to your dreams because you're going to be getting messages in your dreams. Very, very important, especially before the full moon like this. And we've been getting this for a while, actually, that the messages that we're getting in our dreams are very, they're telling us stories. They're giving us information, and pay attention because it's real. So that's what a dragonfly actually means. So what the dragonfly message, you've attracted wonderful news. Now the number is 1 and 9. 1 means keep your thoughts positive because the universe is taking a snapshot of your thoughts. Do you like what the universe is seeing? Because what it's seeing is manifesting. If you don't like it, change your thoughts. So that's why I always say whenever you see 111, make a wish. Keep your thoughts positive because you are manifesting what you're thinking about. So keep your thoughts focused on your dreams, the things that you wish. Everything's going to work out fine, right? Everything's going to be settled. We already saw that played out in front of us. That's an example for you. If you're in this situation, if this is a message for you, it's going to work out. It's already going to work out, no matter what it looks like or appears on the outside. Everybody's going to be fine. It's all going to settle. I trust Spirit 100%. When they give us messages, I trust them. And when they have the animal totems show up like that and play it out right in front of us, come on. You know, I trust Spirit. I do. Okay. 9 represents happy endings. So something's going to end, right? Somebody's going to walk away from somebody. Somebody's going to let something go. No! Oh my God. Oh my God. It literally did. It went into the water. Oh, wow. How am I going to get that? I have to get that card. This is ridiculous. I can't go in the water wearing what I'm wearing. And this is deep water. Oh, what does that mean? And you know the one that went in there was the dragonfly one. Okay, come on, Sherry, let's do this. I'm gonna let you guys watch because this is just my... Come on, don't go under. Please don't go under. Please don't go under. Please come back up. Please come back up. Please come back up. Please come back up. Please, 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 please come up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It needs to come up. Oh, it's going down. Wow. It can't go down. It has to come up. Okay. I think I saw a net somewhere on this boat. Everything happens for a reason, doesn't it? It's right here. I saw it. Okay, so you've got all the tools you need. That's what they're telling me. Everything you've got, you need. I mean, everything you need, you've got. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? No, no, no. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. I need that card. I need that card. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hesitated. Okay, so that's a message. I'm gonna have to buy a new deck to get that card again. I hesitated. So, that's the message. I had to sacrifice my own card to get that message. Wow. Okay. So, you have all the tools that you need. I had the tools. I didn't pay attention to the tools that I had in front of me. There's an opportunity in front of you, and if you don't move on it, you might lose it. So that's why the crow said, there's opportunity in front of you and you need to move on it. I'm disappointed that I lost that card, but I got the message. It's pretty loud. Okay, you guys are in here with me with that. That was pretty amazing. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so think about that. Let's think about it for a minute. How many times did it blow away? How many times did it blow away before it went into the water? How many times are you going to allow this to happen before it goes into the water and you've lost it forever? Don't let go what's important to you. Don't be careless with things that matter to you. You can lose things that you want. How many times are you going to let something disappear from your life until it's gone altogether? I can't get that card back. It's gone now. Right? I can get a new deck, but I'll never get that card again. That's what it's telling you. You may be able to move on and get this situation, a similar situation, but you're never going to get that particular one. Holy moly. So, that's pretty intense. That's pretty intense. That's amazing. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of just, I got to think for a minute here. I'm trying to think of I got to think for a minute. Did you see the blue heron going across the water? Whew, that was, that message for me is like, what is it in my life? What is it in your life? Take some time right now to think about that. What is it that's in your life? The two kittens, you think about something that you have in your hands right now, and you may feel that you've got the choice, and you may feel I'm going to be able to take my time. I'm going to be able to, I'll get it back, but maybe you wait too long. I used to always say, and I said it to my dad, my stepdad, who walked in and out of my life so many times, and I said it to my ex-husband too. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. I don't go back after the third time you throw me away. I can forgive, but I won't go back. So that card, that mermaid, that little mermaid, dragonfly mermaid, was blown away 3 times. I think it was 3 times, wasn't it? So the message for the dragonfly mermaid after all of that drama is that she's coming forward to be with you for a time, and she's going to show you that there's something in you that's changing, and it's going to make you very attractive to something or someone that's going to be coming as a surprise for you. It's basically you sending a message out to the universe, and it talks about whatever this good fortune is. It's you're drawing it to you. This isn't something that's coming to you as luck. This is because you are a joyful, light, blissful, loving, beautiful recipient of this gift. So they're saying that you're going to get some very good news, quite out of the blue, actually. And it's as we have had the crow and the raven with magic all around us. It's going to feel like it's magical, and it's going to leave you feeling glowing, like the person that you are, the light that you are, feeling filled with happiness. They talk about rainbows after a storm. This newfound brightness and optimism that you have had. You've done inner work, and you've been making changes to who you are, and it's going to be, you're going to see yourself glowing with health, with happiness, with all of this, that it's made its way to you because of what you have done. It's going to bring you energy. It's going to bring you confirmation from spirit, validation absolutely from the universe. And as I said, it's not a reward. It's basically because you have done the work to drop. What did we see played out in front of us? We saw jealousy, we saw anger, we saw bitterness, we saw, think about all the things that we watched play out in front of us. And because you have tried to rise above this, you have risen above this. You have dropped your judgment. You've dropped your ego. Your ego as in, ego in two ways. Ego is in, there's your spiritual self and then there's your ego mind. But there's also ego, which is pride. So in order to apologize and admit what you've done, you drop your pride, right? You've dropped your ego, and you've done this, and you've connected to your higher self, and because of this, you've allowed the harmful feelings and habits to leave your life, and as a result, you're glowing, and you are attracting more beauty into your life because of the being that you are. And of course, there's going to be challenges. There's always challenges along the way, but the magic is all around you. And they're talking about, remember how I was given a lot of information about our auric field having holes in it, which is when we talk about the situation that's happened in our lives, how we played a part in it. The part may be that we weren't shielding ourselves properly. The part may be that we weren't paying attention when Spirit was saying, hey, this is coming in, you need to clear. Or we weren't paying attention to when the coots were told to clean out your baggage, your old history, your ancient history. What is it? I had something come to me this morning when I had gone back somewhere for my past, and to clear out the past issues that I had. I didn't even realize that's why the universe was setting it up so that I could clear the past karma, because it was still holding on to a situation in my life today, causing trouble for me. So that was the coot, and I got the coot's message before I went. Now look how calm they are, these guys right now. Things have mellowed out, right? Things are calmed down, just like Spirit said. Things are going to be okay. So you've done this work, and because of that, you're attracting wonderful experiences and people and situations into your life. They're talking about changing your colors and the clothes that you wear to reflect this, and maybe bring in special sacred objects into your home that are going to reflect this change in you. You'll know what it is. Remember, my hair was going lighter and lighter and lighter. I didn't want to go dark again, but I thought, you know what, I want some depth. And I don't know if you guys noticed, I changed my hair again. And I like this. I like it. I don't think I'll ever be just blonde. I'll never be dark. I thought I'd like to embrace both sides of me, the duality, the dark and the light, because we all have it, right? And I did it. I did it before this message came. It's like changing your colors and just bringing back life and depth, right, back into your life. That was the message. So that's why you're getting this. Now the last card, and I'm almost nervous I'm holding my cards down with my foot right now, so they don't blow away. I almost feel like I'm going to go into the water. I don't think I'll be able to get it, because I actually think that my canoe that went missing, I think it went under the water. It was raining really heavily, and my landlord didn't, it was his canoe actually, and he didn't pull it up on the dock, and it filled with water. And you think about traveling forward on your path, right? Your canoe is how you move forward on your emotional path, over your emotional waters. And I think that it literally filled with water, and I think it's down there, underneath. And I don't know if you'd be able to get it up. It would be very difficult to get it up. So when that card went down there, I thought about that. So pay attention to that. Don't allow your canoe to fill with your emotional waters. Don't wait until it gets that far down that you're not going to be able to get it back, like that card. Don't wait. If you've got something in front of you, if you've got information in front of you, if you have messages in front of you, and you know what's going on, and it's right in front of you, you've got the tools to bring it back. I had the tool right here on this boat, but I wasn't paying attention. I didn't move quickly enough. I was like, oh, like really? And I tried to get it with an oar. How stupid was that? A net is what I needed. So a net is to catch something, an oar is to move you away. Think about that, the different type of tools. Don't wait until your emotional canoe is filled with water and it sinks. Use your tools. Go catch what you need to catch. That's the message. Okay, so the last one, the golden phoenix. Now we know that the phoenix talks about transformation, rebirth, right? Because the phoenix rising. Something that you thought finished bursts back into life. And again, the numbers 1, 2. 1, keeping your thoughts positive. 2, everything's happening as it's meant to happen. So what they're saying is you're transforming right now, internally, externally, you know, and you're being blessed, that you're being guided by this golden phoenix. You're recharging your chakras, your aura, as we were shown. They were talking about our aura has been, they're now saying that the auric field has, we've paid attention now, and the auric field doesn't have any holes in it. So now your auric field is also being recharged, okay? With your experiences, your thoughts, and your reality, right? You are rising. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes. You are being reborn at this time. And you know, something has to die in order for something to be reborn, which is the ending, which is what we had the other card that blew away, the ending. In the kitten there, you have to, you know, let something go in order for something else to come. Goodbye to something in order for something else to rise again. So what they're saying is, allow yourself. You have to allow this rebirth to happen. You allow yourself to be reborn. And this is one of the most powerful cycles that we're in right now. Everyone's talking about all the spiritual people. We're in a very, very powerful cycle with this, the energy that's happening right now, this rebirthing cycle. So do take advantage of this opportunity that's coming. And they're basically saying that a part of you, you've retreated, right? You've rested and you've recovered. You've gone in, you've done the dark night of the soul thing. And now it's time to reignite. You know, you thought something or someone was dead in the past. But they're saying this once lifeless thing bursts back to life. And I got to tell you, I had a dream about this. Of course, I always bring in the dreams, but I'm telling you, that's how I get a lot more messages. And I was holding this one that I loved. And he turned into a wooden boy. And his family walked away from him. And I wouldn't let go of him. I kept running my hands over, doing Reiki over top of him. And they were sad. They were walking away, but they saw no life in him. And I said, he's going to come back. He's going to come back. And they said, no, you know, they were very sad. It wasn't that they didn't care and that they didn't love him. They just didn't think that he was dead. He was dead. It was over. It was gone. But nothing is ever over. And so I refused. I wouldn't believe that he was dead. I said, he's coming back. He's going to be okay. And I kept loving him, and I kept running my hands over him with healing, Reiki. And then I would see the light come back to his eyes just for a moment. And I'd call them back, and I'd say, look, see? He's coming to life. But then they looked at him again, and the light went out of his eyes again. So they slowly walked away. And I wasn't going to walk away. I don't walk away. I'm going to get emotional. I'm sorry. I don't walk away from the people I love. And you can push me away, but I don't walk away from the people that I love. And as they walked away down the hallway, I rubbed my hands over him, and I sent my healing energy into him, and he burst back to life. Like, that's what happened. He literally just burst back to life. And he was alive, and I said, I told you he was going to be okay. And they came back, and everyone was really, really happy. But that's what they're saying right now, that this lifeless thing is about to flame and come back to life, burst into existence. You're going to witness a resurrection. And you and this one that's being reborn are going to have a chance to create something beautiful and wonderful and loving and warm, something innocent and pure and wise, and it's going to benefit a lot of people, not just you. You know, there's a song, I wish I could think of the words right now. Life has a funny way of helping you out. I'll remember it later. Maybe I'll attach it to this reading. But this golden phoenix is guiding you to help you rekindle this dream that you gave up on too soon. Remember the dream that we're supposed to be, what our dreams are valid and sound, and the universe knows that we deserve to have it, see it have fulfilled our dream. So maybe there was a dream that you thought you just couldn't have, but you gave up on it too soon. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't settle, and don't give up. So passion, desire, will, force, an intelligent direction, because it's spirit that's directing you, are all on the agenda for you. Along with this, because of, my mouth's so dry, sorry. Because of this renewed, remember the other messages too, we're going to have this renewed feeling of hope and optimism and vitality and energy and all of this. They're talking about it's going to affect your health, you know, health and fitness. They're a part of this. And they fly off together. See? They fly off together. It's okay. It all worked out. It all worked out. They had the confrontation, She was telling the other person to stay away. She was calling her twin. She was calling him, come, 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 I need you, I need you, I need you. And he showed up, and they had the discussion, they dealt with it. They stayed in their emotional water. She got out of the water for a while, dried off, allowed things to calm down. Then they both were together in the water, which means positive emotion, right? This is the rebirth. This is the positive, happy emotional experience. And then they flew together. They went off together. So it's healthy. It's very healthy, and it's all going to work out. And they're saying that it's not just emotional and spiritual health, but the physical health is going to be affected. They talk about your when you're happy and when you're in a good place like this, your metabolism comes to life. It's like, I mean, you know, when people are in love, you can tell. I mean, their hair glows, their face glows. All of a sudden, I mean, everything is just brighter. I see myself that way. You can tell. You transform. And so what they're saying is, you can become stronger. You can become more fit. You can become leaner. You can become healthier. And we're not talking about a perfect body. We're talking about working with the vessel that you have been given. You've been blessed with a body already, and you're going to be recreating this body, just like you're going to be recreating these friendships. This friendship that was supposed to come back, the friendship that you may have ignored or hurt, or has been done to you, and like that couple, you know, it's a healing that's taking place. Love heals everything. And you're going to learn how to run faster, and maybe you're going to play a sport, or maybe your health absolutely is going to be reinvigorated. It can be reshaped. You know, that's what the Spirit is saying. And to higher levels. You're going to be brought to higher levels. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, in every way, it's going to be reinvigorated. If you follow this advice. Now, I always say this, with these messages that we get, you're getting guidance. But if you don't do anything with it, you're going to lose that opportunity. I was getting messages from Spirit. Look, the card's blowing away, the card's blowing away, the card's blowing away, and I didn't pay attention, and I lost my card. So don't think that this is all going to happen for you without your input. You have to be actively involved in this, right? So if you follow this, all of this is going to come to you in a harmonious, comfortable way. It's all going to work out well, and you're going to be supported in this way. You know, they're talking about lighting candles. Right? Meditate on purifying what your desires are and how you want to see this work out. And purifying your diet and your exercise program. Whatever it is, you know, you need to be involved in this and follow through on it. You know, Spirit is going to help you do this. This isn't something that you have to do alone. You're absolutely being given guidance. We've been given guidance this whole time. We've been shown by the coot. They just both went under their emotional waters, okay? Watch, there was two of them. They went down under their emotional waters. One just popped up there. The other one's going to pop up in a second. They're cleaning up the debris from the past, whatever it is. Sadness, old crap, old karmic ties. Cut it up. Get rid of it. Move on. That was the coot. Then the couple. Communication. Communication is key, clearly, because she was communicating, right? She was communicating. That makes me, there's another message in this. I talked to a man that I met. I have a chakra bracelet that was my mom's. It's beautiful. It has all the colors of the chakra on it, crystals, and it broke. It broke. This is the third time it broke, okay? When I went in there to get it fixed, it was $45 to get it fixed each time, and they told me, again, this would be for $50 because we got to send it off to Los Angeles because we got to do this with it. And I said, this is the third time I brought it back to you. The first two times you soldered it together and it was stiff. It didn't bend. It needs to swivel. It needs to be able to move. So that's a message right there. There needs to be movement. There needs to be flow between energy. You can't hold on to something super tight. It's going to break. There needs to be freedom, movement. Okay, you've got to allow for this in order for this to happen. And he said, I don't know who did it the last time. And I said, I know. It was the owner, and he was an older fellow. And he says, I wouldn't do it that way. So old ways have to be done away with, and it's got to be done properly. It's going to be sent off to Los Angeles. It's going to be done right. And this time, there'll be movement in it. What was I talking about when that happened? And it's funny too, because it's a bracelet, and a bracelet is a relationship. It's a connection between people. And the bracelet fell up. It broke twice because it wasn't done properly the first two times. It wasn't. The energy wasn't. There goes the ducks together. See, they're flying together. She's taking the lead. Oh, that's what it was. Thank you. Thank you for bringing me that message. That's what I wanted to tell you. Okay. The bracelet is a connection between two. The first two times they came together, when they were together, something wasn't done right. The third time it's going to be done right. and there's going to be movement between the two of them, and it'll be stronger. It's going to be done right. They've learned. They've gotten their help. But what I just saw was when I went to take it back to that gentleman, he started asking me about my path, and I told him he was a very spiritual man too. He said he's been awake since he was born. And we talked about so many different things. And he said to me, we were talking about, ancient Egypt, because I have such a connection. And we were talking about Archangel Metatron is the angel that works with me. Are you guys still on? Yeah. Archangel Metatron is the one that works with me. And I said that I kept seeing this, this native, it felt to me like a Native American. And I kept hearing a word over and over again, Anasazi, Anasazi. And his eyes lit up, I knew, because he was Native. And I said to my twin, I keep hearing the word Anasazi. Does it mean anything to us? It sounds like Anunnaki. And he said, yes, it's the ancient ones. They're coming to guide you. Listen to them. And so I hadn't heard the word before. I just heard it in my dreams. And when I went to Sedona, I saw, and then I started researching, of course. That's how Spirit teaches me. They'll give me messages in my dreams, or in my meditation, I'll get like sentences like that. And then I research it on my own. But I'm being led. We're being guided. There you go, right? So I had also been told, my twin said he told me he was half Anunnaki. And someone else in my life had said to me, the Anunnaki, there they go again, interesting. She came from that direction, he came from this direction, but they ended up together. So they're going to meet up somewhere. I like that idea. What was happening was somebody that I trusted, somebody in my life before, told me that wasn't good. There was something wrong with that. And so it made me scared. Even though I knew I was, my heart was saying something, someone else that I trusted was saying it wasn't good for me. And so I went to sleep that night. And in my dream, I was looking under bridges, I was looking under beds, I was frantically looking everywhere. And that angel appeared to me. At the time, I didn't realize it was an angel. I just thought it was this ancient, Anasazi leader. And he said to me, what are you doing? What are you looking for? And I said, the Anunnaki, the Anunnaki. And he said, it's not going to hurt you. It can't hurt you. It's not bad. And I said, but I was told. And he said, no. Some, that they were, but they're here to help us. They're here to help us come back home. And it's basically the duality of the dark and the light coming together, and you have nothing to fear from them. And I thought, thank you, God, because it bothered me that my twins, because somebody said to me, it's interesting to me that Spirit would align I'm a light worker, an angel of light, with somebody who comes from the darkness, or somebody who has Anunnaki blood in them. And I said, I thought at the time, actually it does make sense, because we all have dark and light. He doesn't just have the dark, I have it too. And you look at the yin and yang symbol, right? It's the dark and the light together. It's the duality. That's why we're here, to experience the duality. So it makes complete sense that twins would have both halves of the dark and light, and to come together, right? But the point was, there was nothing to be feared. And when I was talking to this gentleman, he said to me, we were talking about Thoth, and we were talking about just so many things that I've been shown in my dreams. Not things that I'd studied, things that I have literally heard in my dreams. And he was talking to me, and my twin is very into ancient Egyptian history and the teachings, and he said to me, as I was thinking it in my head, he said it. He says, well, you know that the goddesses are in control. You're in control. And it's funny because men always say, oh, the women have all the control. And the women are like, yeah, right, I don't think so. But the point is, we do. And it is true that for centuries, man, the divine masculine, has been in control. And now the divine goddess energy, the feminine energy, has taken over. Now, we all have divine masculine and divine feminine in us, but it is the love, it is the nurturing, loving energy that has taken over. And the ones that come from the anger, the wars, that's what the masculine energy has seen for all these years, wars and fighting. That's not going to heal this planet. It's destroying this planet. What's going to heal this planet is love. And that is what comes from the divine feminine, which we all embrace. So a fully awakened man is very aware of his feminine energy, and he is not threatened, embarrassed by that. He is very proud of that. He embraces his feminine energy, because that is the loving, nurturing energy. And it's interesting because I've been watching my twin and I in our dreams, and sometimes I see him as a female, and I was getting so confused. I was like, who's he with, or what's going on? And sometimes I see myself as a male, because I'm being shown the energy that we are displaying. We're either displaying the masculine, driven, aggressive energy, or we're displaying the nurturing, loving, feminine energy. And at this time, what we need more of in our relationships is the loving, nurturing, feminine energy on all of our parts, because we all need healing. We all need to be loved. So those are all the messages that we tied up all together. I'm still bummed about my card. I'll see what I can do. Or maybe I should just like call it a day. That water's pretty dark, and just buy myself another deck. Anyway, I hope that this has been helpful for you guys. Thank you for bearing with me through all of that. I hope that I wasn't indecently exposed when I was running around here. I don't think I was. I hope not. Don't mean to offend anyone. So, as you guys scan around, I'm going to say that if you would like some help with life coaching, private readings, dream analysis, I would be honored. It's my life path. I love it, and I'm available. My website is www.thewhispersofangels.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo. SHERRICOLUMBUS. And if you go to my website, you can choose how much time you wish for me to work with you. And once you've done that, I would suggest that you contact me on my email and let me know what you've decided. Once you've gone to contact, it'll take you to PayPal, and once I am notified by PayPal, I'm notified right away. But as far as different messages, like when we're going to do it, if it's going to be a video, if it's going to be a written reading, if it's going to be a phone call, and what it is that you want me to focus on or ask about, that would be good to have that detailed in a reading. I mean, in an email. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Google+, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, where all these videos go, if you'd like to subscribe so you get the videos when they're done. Where else am I? Angels Whisper, Sherry Columbus, Facebook. That's it, right? Okay. I think that's it. I'll let you take one scan around, see if there's anything else we're missing. I think this is going to be quite a long reading, actually. And I guess we're pretty calm now. And I'm going to go in and upload this and get it off to you guys as soon as I possibly can. And enjoy the rest of my birthday. I got to spend, my grandson is with my daughter in Disneyland today. So, and as I said, my daughter and I have had a distance, and it's healing right now, so that's nice. But I took my grandson out to dinner last night and to a movie. So he was my date. He's the only one that I'll ever go out with besides my twin. So it was nice. And today it's just relaxed time and peaceful time. So I hope you guys are enjoying your day. And we will speak again soon. Thank you for being with me and bearing with all of my drama. That's so funny. We'll talk again. Peace, love, and light.